Hello, my name is Shivali Patel. I'm a brand evangelist with Helium 10, and copywriting is one of the most important skills that you can master, especially in the Amazon space where persuasive words are really the only thing your prospective buyers have to go off of outside of your images to be convinced into a purchase. And that is where Emma Shermer Tamir comes in, because she is an expert copywriter who has worked with over 1,500 clients all around the world. So when she says something, she really knows about it. That is why I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to her so she can talk to you about a case study that we worked on together where we uplifted a existing product that already had sales, because maybe you're an established seller and you've been wondering, well, how frequently should I be optimizing my listings? Or how should I approach those listings? Can this really increase my sales or will it hurt my sales? And so to answer all of those worries or concerns or questions, this is Emma. Go ahead and take it away. And thanks for being here.
Hello, my name is Emma Shermer Tamir. I am the CEO and co-founder of Marketing by Emma, and I had the awesome privilege of being invited by Helium 10 to do a case study project of revamping a listing that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, which is the Gee's chicken egg holder. Now, this product on the surface is really simple, but instantly when I began to take a look at it, I understood that there was a lot of potential that was right there and ripe for the taking, with some simple updates, everything from making sure that all of the different sections are full to really thinking about how we can strategically position this product to make sure that it just outsells everybody else. So I'm going to first just kind of take you through what I was looking at and how I was thinking about what we were going to do to put together the strategy for revamping this listing. And whether you're getting ready to launch a product or you're getting ready to revamp a product, this content can be really helpful in thinking about what you can do to give your product the best chance of success. This is also a really great exercise to do when you are analyzing your competition. So this is a way of being able to identify their weak spots or their strengths so that you understand what you need to do to make sure that you are just totally, dominating when you upload your own listing. So if we take a look at this, there are some really nice images that are on the product page already, but there aren't any good lifestyle shots that really show us anybody interacting with the product. They're also a little bit sterile, so they're not really showing the product in different environments or speaking to really who I have identified is the target audience with this product. So this is a product, it's very simple in design, it's solid wood, it's stackable, and it's something that you can use both out on the countertop as well as in the refrigerator. It's also multi-purpose, so it's something that you can use to store eggs as well as display and serve a variety of different types of foods that might be challenging to serve, everything from deviled eggs to cake pops to other little hors d'oeuvres that are single serving bites that you want to put out on a table for guests. So we want to make sure that we're really showing off all of the different facets of this product. So one of the things that I would recommend that you do when you are thinking about how to approach a revamp or a launch is to identify what your target keyword is and then to search that on Amazon to see who you're up against and what you need to do to give yourself the competitive advantage. So type in what that keyword is and go to Amazon and look at all your competitors, look at the search results page, and then click into each of the different listings to get a feel for, if you were a customer, what would your experience be as you're trying to figure out the product that you should choose over all of the options that you might be able to find on Amazon. So taking into consideration every single piece. So what's that title and how is that title getting someone into the listing? How are those images? Is there text on those images that's helping to tell a story and communicate why someone should buy this product and what those important details are? Are the bullets really engaging and giving us that need to know information in a quick and easily digestible way? Is there A+ content? If there is it really great and strong and showing us all that we would want to see? If there's not, that's a great opportunity to add it. Is the product description really taking up the space that it has and utilizing that particular space to its full advantage? So there's all of these different elements to be considering. The keywords that you're using, making sure that you have a really solid keyword strategy so that you're also using those kind of as the foundation or the skeleton of your listing. So you don't want to keyword stuff. As we look back on the before, that's one of the things that I really noticed in reviewing this listing is that there's a lot of keywords and a lack of information, and that can really take away from my ability as a customer to understand what this product is and why I should buy it over the other egg holders that are available to me. So you see regular egg storage may consist of just cartons or ceramic deviled egg holders or even a spiral egg holder. That's kind of a classic keyword stuffing scenario there. So it's not the worst. I've definitely seen, truly just a string of keywords, but it's not really telling us anything helpful or valuable or pushing that conversation forward, getting me excited as a customer. You can see if you continue to scroll down, there is a really not much of anything when it comes to the product description. It's just a few simple sentences. So great opportunity there, both in terms of additional space that we can use to incorporate more keywords, build that out even further, and then also add in the A+ content so that we create a really knockout page from top to bottom that's going to get people excited to purchase this egg holder. So that's sort of the before. That's some of the observations that we had when we were preparing for what we're going to do in and how we're going to do it. Some other tips that I would recommend for you, there are all sorts of tools that you can use to figure out what the competitive landscape looks like and where there might be some key opportunities for you. So Helium 10 has in their extension, you can look at the reviews of your competitors. Well, there's a way of turbocharging that and being able to go to ChatGPT and actually have ChatGPT further analyze those reviews to give you some of the common positives and negatives so that you can be really clear on where your competitors' strengths and weaknesses are. So that's a fast and easy way to be able to do that. You also want to make sure that you have a really clear sense of who you want to be as a brand and who your customers are. So you can do that by not only going back to the reviews like we just spoke about, but even doing some customer research in looking at who is your customer and where do they hang out? What do they care about? Why would somebody love a product like yours? So one of the things that instantly comes to mind with a product like this, which is a more rustic farmhouse style egg holder, and since it's something that can also be used out on the counter, this is actually something that might be very interesting to people that have their own chickens at home. So whether they just have a couple of chickens or maybe they even live on a homestead, this is a very popular way of life for a lot of people, both to be able to provide for some of their own food, but also to make sure that the eggs are of the quality that they want them to be. So that carries with it a lot of different considerations that could inform everything from the colors that we use, to the language that we use, to the way that we're engaging with our customers about a product like this. And so you want to be considering all of those different aspects when you are strategizing how you're going to put your listing together to make sure that it is set up to just, win in every possible way. So let's now shift over and take a look at the A+ content as well as the rest of the listing that we revamped. So you can see the title has added a lot more information that is going to help us understand this product, including how many eggs it can hold, as well as some of the different ways that this product can be utilized. In this sense, we're being able to get in extra indexing opportunity for important keywords, as well as being able to provide some of that important information. Something like how many eggs a holder holds is going to be really important for somebody in determining whether to buy this product or another product. So when you're looking at the search results page, if you're a customer and you know that you only buy a dozen eggs at a time, this double rack is probably not going to be super valuable for you. Whereas if you have some chickens at home and every single day they're producing more and more eggs, and you know that at any given time you might have 24 plus eggs in it that you're storing, then that is going to help impact the size that you buy, as well as maybe some additional add-on racks if that's what you might need. You can see with the images, we have some lifestyle images that are pointing out the pros and cons of the design of this egg holder versus more traditional plastic egg holders, showing it in different settings, providing the dimensions, which are very important, talking about some of the key characteristics. So when you're thinking about the product images, you want to think of a way to be able to have them all tell a story and make it so that if someone's only looking at those images and nothing else, they have enough information to be able to confidently purchase your product over any of the other products out there. So now going into the bullets, you can see that we've made them so that, yes, they have keywords in them, but they're also clever, engaging, talking about some of the different ways that you can utilize these, the benefits of them, different settings that you might be using them, and as well as how sturdy it is and what a great, solid, quality product this is, which if you are somebody that's maybe interested in homesteading and that all of that goes along with that, you want to make sure that you're investing in products that are going to be long lasting, that are going to be products that you can count on, that aren't just going to be something that you have for a year and then throw away. This is something that you can pass down through your family, that's never going to go out of style. And so it's important to identify all of those things. You can also see that we had a little bit of playfulness with this, since it is a relatively simple product. We thought that having a bit of fun could be a good way of also giving some personality to a product like this. And then we have the A+ content, which that's brand new. If you'd like to hear a little bit more about the depth of how we thought about putting the A+ content together, you can go to the A+ content module of the Freedom Ticket, and I dive into that in more depth. And then the product description, which you can't see, we really built that out and made sure that it was that we were taking advantage of that space that we're given to add in those keywords, but also to make sure that product description, if it ever were to be visible to the customers, that it's still well written and providing important information. Also, every so often it's possible that for who knows what reason, the A+ content might not be visible on a given day. So having that product description as backup to provide all of that important information is really valuable as well, so that in the worst case scenario, you know that you're not going to be missing out on sales opportunities, because customers can still have access to the information that you want to know. So it's really important to think about listing optimization as something that is a constant part of your business strategy. So if you uploaded your listing a year, 2 years, 5 years ago, it's highly likely that it would be a really good idea for you to take a look at your competitors and your listing with a critical eye to see what you can do to make your sales page even stronger. Your product detail page is the tool that you have to be able to communicate why customers should choose you. It's so valuable, and it's such an important piece of your entire sales strategy that it's so necessary to make sure that it is as good and as strong and as solid as it can possibly be. It's also quite possible that you might have, ways that things in your category change over time, either because new customers are coming in that weren't buying products like this in the past, or new competitors that are ramping up the competition, and so you're needing to think more creatively of what you can do to still be competitive, and also just the way that trends change over time. So there are all of these different aspects that come into effect, not to mention seasonality and just the way that the current event in the world might impact what people are shopping for. And so you want to be thinking about that both with the creative approach that you're taking, but also with the keyword strategy as well. So, continuing to do your keyword research and making sure that you have identified where those high opportunity keywords are, and using those in your listing in the front end or in the back end, depending on what the keyword is and what you need from it. So it's a constantly evolving thing. It's a constantly evolving strategy. Maybe you're even eligible for something like premium A+ content. So it's worth looking into that. If you've uploaded 15 pieces of approved enhanced brand content over the last 12 months and have a brand story, then that's something else that you could do to give you that extra edge against your competitors. So looking at all of those different aspects, and then of course going back to the data, looking at the data and seeing where you might have opportunities for improvement, keywords that you're not indexing on or ranking well on, as well as, maybe you're not converting as well as you should be. So what can you do to convert better? Maybe you're having a rise in returns or negative customer reviews. Are there ways that you can use your listing to be able to minimize the likelihood of those things so that you can have more positive experiences that you're delivering to your customers and fewer returns, which are only additional costs for you? So it's an integral, super important part of your entire business strategy. And I hope that through this revamp, you're able to see a really great example of what you can do to just take your business to the next level. If you have questions or thoughts, please share them. Always love to engage around this topic, and happy learning.